Hello, everyone. Maria DiPoce, team leader and coach and consultant with Keller Williams Richmond West. I have something really special for you guys today, which is a brief summary and explanation of the vision slides that was shared with us at Family Reunion in Vegas just last week. Family Reunion is our yearly conventions that Keller Williams hosts once a year. And it's really cool because it brings about 10 to 15,000 agents together where we get to mastermind, network, get to know each other better, and of course, listen to all the research that KW has been doing within their KWResearch department on all things real estate. So I cannot be more excited to bring you this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and jump right into it because it is quite a bit to cover. Okay, so just to start us off, I'm going to explain KW has its own department, which is KWResearch, that does nothing but study the data and bring it to us every year in a consumable experience for most of us agents that are not numbers people. So the first slide I'm going to share with you guys is the amount of sales that happened in 2024 and what is projected in 2025. So if you look over here on the right side of the screen, we are at 4.1 million sales in the year of 2024, projecting us at 4.2 in the year of 2025. So what does this mean? This means that in 2024, we hit a 29-year low. So if you look back, the last time we sold that few of homes was back in 95. And then before that, if you remember, it was 2008. Not sure if you were in the real estate business back in 2008, but let me just tell you, I was, and it was not great. Now, I will tell you that because our volume is up and because we do have less agents, realtors are probably not feeling this as much as maybe they should be. So what does that mean? There is a lot of opportunity for the people that are ready. The good news is there is a bottom and it's not zero because people are moving because they have to. And so really we can rest assured that a minimum of 4.1 ohms are going to sell year over year because it's kind of as low as we can go barring like a natural disaster. So that's kind of what happened in 2024 and projected for 2025. Now, as far as home prices, in 2024, our average home price was $408,000. We are projected in 2025 at 418,000. So home prices are 9.9% above the trend line. Our normal trend line is about 4%. So what does this mean? There is no crash coming. If you guys can look at this slide, these are actual numbers, y'all. We're not making these up, right? And what you're seeing is that the home prices are just gradually going up with just our average 4% annual appreciation. And so what does it mean? Tell your clients to stop waiting. I think this said something really cool, and I put it on the slide. You might be at the top of the moment, but you're never at the top of the market because every single year we can see that year over year, we've seen a 4% appreciation timeline. And even starting like in 2004 and then going above that. And just to put things in perspective, in 2006, when we had that recession, we were at 21% above the trend line. So 9.9% above trend line is not crazy. Let's talk about inventory. Inventory is tight, but it is creeping up. I would say that we are still across the board in a seller's market. I know there's a couple pockets that are in a buyer's market, but as you can see, at 3.7 months of available inventory in the market, we just don't have enough to really be in a full-on buyer's market. So maybe we're nudging towards an even market. I'm not sure, but we're really not seeing that yet. As far as mortgage rates are currently at 6.9%, projected to drop a little. In 2024, we were at 6.72 as an average. In 2025, they're projecting at 6.5. Bottom line is, if you are waiting for 2 and 3%, you will keep waiting. That will never happen again, barring a natural disaster. Our inflation is up. The government does not need to drop interest rates to have us buy more houses or buy more things. So as far as that's concerned, that is not going anywhere. As far as mortgage rate breakdown, this is a cool slide. 74% of mortgages at rates of 5% or less. What does this mean? 74% of homeowners are locked in below 5%, which means listings will remain scarce. And that's why we continue to be in a seller's market. with so many people having such amazing interest rates, obviously they don't want to sell or have to sell unless they have to sell, right? And so this kind of gives you an idea about kind of what's going out there, what's going on out there. 22% have 3% or less, 16%, 6% plus, 10% of homeowners are at 5 to 6% interest rates, 18%, 4 to 5%, and then 34% of homeowners, 3.4. So guys, this is what it is. But get this, 38% of all homes are mortgage free. 76% have over 50% of equity. That is a lot of equity, guys. So, how are you coaching your clients to use that equity? Because there's a lot they can do with that equity. And I'm not talking about pulling it out and buying vacation. I'm not talking about pulling it out and spending it on consumer debt. I'm talking about taking that money and helping them build assets, helping them build wealth, right? All right, affordability housing cost hits 32% of income. Age of first-time home buyer is 38 years or older. This is the oldest that we have seen people become first-time home buyers. You can see this trend line. This is the yellow line is the payment and interest as a percentage of somebody's income. We are currently at 32%, which means that 32% of somebody's income is going towards principal and interest towards their mortgage payment. And that's a lot. That's a lot of somebody's income. We'd like to see it a little bit lower than that. Historical average is 27. And then, of course, between 2000 and 2023, we had 20%. But I don't know that we're ever going to see it that low. How are people holding on to their wealth? It's no surprise, y'all. It's real estate, right? It's actually gone up from 2023 to 2024. 19% of the population in the United States are holding their wealth in real estate. Part of this is because their home has appreciated so much. And no surprise here, the stock market is down. So actually, that there's been a shift in that, and you can kind of see it across the line. Primary reason for purchasing a home, it's still the American dream is alive and well, you guys. 22% of homeowners last year bought because they wanted to own a home, 10% wanted a larger home, and 14% desire to be close to family and friends. So what are you marketing to your database? How are you presenting yourself to them? What are you suggesting? These are all really great talking points to hit your database. First step in buying the buying process, 43% of people started looking for homes online. So do you have a website? Are you emailing your clients, right? They're more likely to click through a link that they're already getting than they are to just go out there and just start looking at houses. 21% contacted a real estate agent. 9% looked online for information about the buying process. Okay. And then what do buyers want from their agent? Well, they want help finding a house. 49% of them want help finding a home to purchase. 14% want help negotiating. 11% want help with price negotiations. So what does this mean? This means that when you are talking to a prospective buyer, you might want to talk about the fact that you will help them find a home, because 49% of them actually care about this more than they care about anything else. Of course, asking question always gets it out of people, but at the same time, you want to kind of have some percentages in your brain already. How buyers found their agent. You guys, in 2024, 40% of people found their agent by a friend, neighbor, or relative. 17% used an agent previously to buy or sell a home. So this is the bulk of how people are finding their agent when they're in the buy side. On the sell side, same thing. 38% got it from a friend or neighbor, 28% used the previous agent. So now we just know what we have to do, right? We have to be in touch with our clients, our past clients, our friends and family, because so many people are finding their agents through somebody they trust and like, right? So does your database trust you? Does your database like you? Those all have something to do with who they're choosing to work with. How many agents did buyers interview before picking their agent? 75%. So let me explain that. 75% of people only interviewed one agent. Okay. On the sell side, 81% only interviewed one agent. What is this? What are all these numbers telling us? All these numbers are telling us that if we are there first, if they trust us, if they like us, if we have done a good job keeping in touch with our past clients and we are building relationship, we are going to be their agent. And so this becomes really clear as far as what we have to do to earn the business. Methods to sell the house, sold home using an agent or broker, 90%. There's like 60 slides. I am not covering 60 slides, but I picked this slide in specific because I am so sick and tired of people saying that our profession is going away. We are not going anywhere. In fact, 90% more than 2023, more than 2022, of people chose to use a agent or broker to sell their home because this is the largest purchase and sale they are ever going to do in their entire life. And they know that it's important and they know that it matters in how it's done. I mean, 6% FISBOs, come on, guys, like that's just like nothing. All right, so here are some key takeaways. Agents, you have to practice lead generation to get your unfair advantage. 60% of agents in the market sold absolutely nothing last year. Okay. So if you are trying all these crazy things, if you're out there buying leads, if you're out there, I don't know, getting your face on carts and benches and crazy things like that, this is why you're not selling anything, is because you are not doing the correct things. If you go back to the previous slides and you rewind this video a little bit, you'll see that so many people are just working with people that they like and trust already. Buyers, if you're watching this and you're a buyer, don't time the market. Buy and give it time, right? If you buy now, if you go back to the slide of appreciation, don't all of us wish that we would have held on to those houses that we had back in 2008, right? Sellers, price reductions are up, okay? Don't get it twisted. Yes, we're in a seller's market, but it's not like everything is selling, right? Only the things that really are the belle of the ball are selling. So price it right or it will sit. Do not argue with your realtor. We know what we're doing. Let's price it at the market or just barely below and cause some really great eyeballs, some really great activity on that showing, so that we can get you more money for your property. Last but certainly not least, 75% of buyers pick their first agent. 81 something percent of sellers pick their first agent. So my question to you is, how are you making sure that your clients talk to you first? Do you have your sphere's mind share? When somebody that's in your sphere, an acquaintance of yours, somebody that you know that maybe likes and trusts you, when they think of real estate, are they thinking of you? If they are not thinking of you, it is easier than you think it is, but it takes consistency and it does take knowing what you're doing. So what I've done is I've created a QR code where you can actually book a one-on-one deep dive with me, where we can actually do a quick touch database audit. And what that is we make a list of all the touches that you're currently doing, and we're going to hold those touches accountable for a certain return on investment. I hope that you found this video valuable. I know I threw a ton of numbers at you in a very short period of time. It's purposeful. I don't think you want to watch a 30-minute video. I hope you found it enjoyable. My QR code is in the video if you want to go back and take a picture of it and book on my calendar. I'd love to get together with you to do a little deep dive on your business. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.